a red light, the officer in the lane next to you turns on his lights and pulls over a car turning from an adjacent lane. How did the officer know to pull that car over when it was driving along with all the other regular cars? Throughout this speech, I will highlight the concerns some people have about a new system, a new infrared system on police cars, and the costs and options of officers and how the time will be saved. A computer in a patrol car uses a series of beeps when it scans a license plate and will sound an alarm when a stolen car or vehicle thought to have belonged to a fugitive, violent criminal, Amber Alert suspect, or vehicles belonging to people under restraining orders are passed. Officers can use these scanners on the road or when patrolling a parking lot. Police feel that this system provides an efficient way to track criminals and people involved in criminal activity. The Department of Public Safety introduced its first cameras in 2006 and has scanned more than 1.6 million license plates, which have led to over 122 additional arrests. Officer David Callister, a Department of Public Safety Border Crimes Unit officer in Arizona, uses the system every day. He feels this system frees him and fellow officers from routine checks that consume so many hours of their time. On AskCentral2.com, Officer David Callister is quoted saying, 3 years ago, all I was able to do was use the radio in my car and talk to a dispatcher. I was only able to run 10 vehicles' license plates a day. Now, with the new plate reader and the computer, I can now read over 8,000. Callister uses his cameras to hunt thieves wanted in connection for trafficking drugs, money, and a big problem in Arizona, the trafficking of illegal immigrants. Callister was recognized in December of 2008 by Governor Janet Napolitano for the use of cameras that led to over 140 stolen license plates and over 75 stolen vehicles within a 16-month span. Recently, I interviewed personally Officer Dodd here in Citrus County and asked if they had used this device here. He had said they did. They were not happy with the device because it only was good if the officer was patrolling the parking lots. It was very inaccurate if driving along regular streets. If the reason being, if they ran a regular license plate going down the road, they were only able to read what was right in front of them. Now, going down a parking lot, they can read many as they drive past all the tail ends of vehicles, and that was how they were able to scan them. There is a newer version. He did tell me there was a newer version with better technology coming out here, and Citrus County will buy 2 of them. They are supposed to be able to scan a portion of a plate, and you're not able to have to scan the whole plate and provide the same information. It will also help them if there's a burglary or a murder scene or something like that. It will also be able to scan all the vehicles when an officer shows up, scan the vehicles as quickly as possible, go in, handle the scene, come back out, and go back to the precinct, able to do their research. If there is another murder somewhere around in the same area, they can also scan license plates and compare it to those to see if there is any resemblance and if maybe it is a possible, there are the same people involved in the same crime and a repetitious thing. The American Civil Liberties Union and lawmakers are concerned that this is an invasion of privacy of innocent citizens, however. According to a blog from South Florida Criminal Defense, it was stated that they are concerned that the information scanned and stored from the license plates will be used for personal gain. These are the same people that are complaining that crime rates are increasing and people need to find a new way to stop it. Yet when a new way is found, they cry it infringes on the privacy. Is it better to have law enforcement tiptoe on your privacy, or a criminal steal the person you are? According to a spokesman for the Broward Sheriff's Office, this person stated in a blog on criminal defense that it's a crime-fighting tool used to find violent offenders and violent criminals. This is not Big Brother watching. Also in a post from PalmBeachPost.com, Police Chief Ross Licata in Lighthouse Point states, this information isn't going to solve every crime that occurs, but provides us with an enhanced level of intelligence and will aid in our investigators to clean crimes they might not have been able to in the past. The police do emphasize that just because a license plate is scanned, a background check is not ran. When a license plate is scanned, it just lets the officers know if there is any current warrants or any current issues that they need to be alerted to. There is no specific history dug into. According to the Lighthouse Point Hillsborough website, The cost of installing the system varies depending on the amount of systems an agency uses. In Hillsborough Beach, it cost the police department $47,000 to install and $3,900 a year to operate and maintain this infrared system. In Lighthouse Point, it costs $256,000 to install and $9,000 a year to operate and maintain it. Depending on the city or town, the money is spent through a system installation. The money to fund this system installation is paid either by local criminals or money from Drug Enforcement Administration. It is not paid by taxpayers. An officer can't call in every license plate they see, and with the scanners now being fixed to more and more patrol cars, it enables officers to spend more time on crimes. After reviewing opinions on both sides and highlighting the idea of what an infrared system does, I feel that this is a valuable asset to our police force. I agree that the system frees up more of the officers' time to let them take more of their time on more serious things. This helps catch the simple crimes that can lead to the bigger ones. According to a blog on FloridaCriminalLawyerBlog.com, police feel that it is unrealistic to position an officer on every street corner, and cameras give officers another way to monitor activity without having a physical presence. In an article found on Wikio.com, it is stated that the idea of these scanners is to provide all agencies throughout the state and possibly the country soon with the ability to catch serious criminals and share information for processing faster arrests. This is not to invade people's privacy, it is to help prevent further crimes from happening.